Hello, stamping friends. This is Jenny from Celebrate the Journey, and it is Monday, President's Day. Let me fix this. Monday, President's Day. Let me fix this. Sorry, I forgot we had my laptop up for a Zoom meeting, so you got a lot of echo going there. But that's okay. So it's Monday, President's Day. Some of you might have the day off and some might not. We just returned from a trip to New York City. We had a great time. And now it's back to winter here. We're going to have some really cold temperatures and some snow starting late tonight. So I decided that we were just going to ignore all that and pretend it's spring. So all week I'm going to focus on cards with flowers. So today I've just gathered a bunch of little things together to share with you. So I'm going to use some of this paper lattice. I know lots of you have purchased this because it's just a great little background element that we can use. And then I've pulled out a piece of green from Party Pack paper, a piece of fresh fruit, what's this called? Pale papaya from the Daffodil Afternoon, the wood grain from the Blessings of Home paper, and then the stamp set. Blessings of Home. I have not used this one. This is the first time to be using this stamp set. So we're just going to make a simple little card to get ready for spring. So I'll put all these in a piece of Calypso Coral. I know that really, I just wanted a deeper, richer color than the Pale Papaya, and I hope this looks okay. If it doesn't, we could switch to green, but I think we'll go with the Calypso Coral. I don't know, the green was on my desk, so we'll see how that works. So the first thing we're going to do is just stamp one of the little blossoms. I wanted a small one. Hi, Marge. We had a great time in New York. It was fun. It was just fun to get away, see something different, visit some friends, all those things. But I missed you guys. See if that, I hope I haven't inked that up too much. I think that'll be okay. I was thinking about this morning. You know, a lot of times I'll color something and then I'll go to cut it out and I might cut it out crooked or whatever. So I've decided that when it's possible, I'm going to die cut something first. That way, if it doesn't die cut pretty, I haven't spent my time coloring it. So what do you do? Do you color first or die cut first? It's a chicken or the egg question. Now, if it's just a large shape, I will usually wait. But if it's something I'm going to color that's pretty detailed, I've decided I'll cut first. So I hate to waste my coloring for it not to come out pretty. Hi, Claudia. It's good to see you. I need to close down a box so I can see comments. Good morning, Leanne, or afternoon for you guys. That came out pretty good, didn't it? So I think we can go ahead and color. I've pulled out yellows, greens, Calypso Coral. For some reason I pulled out Cajun Craze and I don't need that. I'll put that away. And let's see, we'll start with saffron for our larger flowers. I also was wondering, this image is so pretty, how it would do with the no edge watercoloring, which I've never tried. So while this is out on my desk, I might give that a try. I've never been very good at watercoloring, so practice maybe. It's always so pretty. Now see if we have a darker saffron. Probably end up using several different yellows here. I think we only have 8 or 9 days left of celebration. So if there's anything you wanted for free, now's the time. Now we want to put some different yellow on the inside, so I pulled out Daffodil Delight. And then we're going to put a little bit of Mango Melody on top of that. I think this brush is pretty gross looking here. Sometimes these are so hard to open. Good morning, Kay. It's good to see you here. It's kind of like Old Home Week back live again. That looks pretty. Now we'll put a little bit of Mango Melody. Just some dots. All right, now I want this little bouquet here, I wanted it in Calypso Coral, I think. And so they're so tiny. I'm gonna just kind of dot these colors here, and then we'll blend it with the lighter Calypso Coral. I find that the more, if you use too much ink, it kind of gets dull looking. So if I can, oh, ever had that happen? It does. I can pull it apart. There we go. Now we'll blend that. These blends can be real tight if you're not careful, so you have to kind of hold and pull at the same time. This isn't very juicy. Let's see if we use the other end. We need a little more of the dark pulled in. That looks pretty. We'll let that dry before we add our yellow centers. It's just a real light coral look, isn't it? Now let's add some green. Granny apple green leaves. And we'll just use some light and dark mixed together. Give it a kind of realistic look. We need to start getting green together for St. Patrick's Day. Do you send St. Patrick's Day cards? I don't usually. Maybe one or two. If you have Irish heritage, you might do that. And with the new rainbow set, those would make some really cute St. Patrick's Day cards, I would think. Pot of gold at the rainbow. Now let's add some dark in there. I think I'm going to have to add some Wink of Stella on here too to give it a little shine. I'm whispering. Let's see, I guess we need a little dark here. Oh, and here. There's a little leaf that didn't get colored. Okay, now we need a little yellow in our little Calypso colors. Let's see, dark. We'll use Mango Melody. You can almost see that. Just kind of blends in, but it gives the right color. Now, definitely need Wink of Stella there, don't we? Let's pull these out of our way. And see what a little shine will do for us. This will blend a little bit of the color also. Always helps to smooth things out. Just put a little bit of glitter there. Now we're about ready to assemble our card. Let me see how that looks. Nice and shiny. I wish you guys could see shine. I don't, sometimes you can kind of catch a glimpse of it. But I don't guess phones were made for that. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're ready to put our card together. I hope. Have a thick, basic white card base. And a piece of Calypso Coral. Let's do our layering first so that I don't mess up. This is just some wood grain. I love wood grain paper, and we have quite a bit in this bundle. Lots of different patterns of wood grain. I love the one that is at an angle. Haven't decided how I'm going to use it yet. I just like to look at it. It's kind of whitewashed wood, isn't it? Now we've got our lattice. We're going to cut it in half. Yeah, I agree. You can always use Wink of Stella for something, Claudia. The cool thing about this is now you can make 2 cards. And if you'll notice, the color is just a little different on one side than the other. So you pick the color shade that you like the best when you're doing this. Most of our elements are going to hold this down, so we'll just put a little bit of adhesive on here to hold it in place. Sometimes our elements like this will be white on the back and a color on the front, which is even nicer because then you have choices. But this one's just 2 shades of brown, or tan. Now I think we can go ahead and add this on here. Probably do better with our mat. Get my tape. Some days this works and some days not. There we go. All right, now we're going to add this here, but we don't want those weird little edges to show. Now we could have trimmed them, I guess, but we didn't. So we're going to cut some little greenery and some blossoms here with this Designer Series paper. I like to use Designer Series paper to cut blossoms because then you don't have to worry about coloring them or they just can be the pattern of the paper, so that kind of helps. And it is sometimes when you just use the solid cardstock, it's not quite as interesting. When it gets a little pattern on there, it gets adds a little interest. So we'll do some cutting here. We'll do green and the pale papaya. Well, let me put all of this in the cut and emboss machine, and it'll come out like magic. think we can probably do both at the same time, pretty much. We'll see. I kind of think I need 3 greens. We can do another little blossom there. That ought to work. We can always cut more or use less, depending on what we end up with. Always hard to come back from a holiday. Yesterday we just kind of chilled out. Went to the grocery store because we had no groceries. And washed a bunch of clothes. So now we're back into the swing of things, I think. So we've got, it seems like I need, oh, here it is. One more of this. You see how the polka dots on that just give it a little more texture and interest than a plain piece of cardstock. Probably will just cut this one in half, not use the whole thing. If I can find my scissors, they must be hiding here. There we go. Need you to tell me where I laid them down. But even though vacations are fun, coming home to your own bed and your own pillow are the best part. I miss my comfy pillow. Okay, now let's see how we can arrange these to kind of cover up that edge without it looking strange. That looks good there. Oh, I could have used adhesive sheet on this. I should have used adhesive sheet. This will work. Oh no, these are pretty tiny edges. Now let's add one here. This is like collage work. You can make it be any way you want. Now let's go ahead and add this, and then we'll sneak our little greenery in around it. And I think we should put that on with dimensionals. Looks like we need some small ones here. There we go. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I will go back and recut something with adhesive sheet, but it's fun to have a pile of little goodies to add to your cards as you're working. So don't throw those things away, Claudia. Oh, I think that looks cute. So now we'll just add a little green here and there, wherever we feel like it. You don't even have to worry about poking out all the chads because they kind of give it interest that way also. Guess we need, right there should do it. Our sentiment's gonna go there, I think. So we'll wait and see if we need more green when we get that on there. Let's see if I can slide that under there. Well, that is just a nice little bouquet of flowers. Let's go ahead and do a sentiment, and then we'll decide if we're going to use this. Well, that looks kind of fat, so this one's a little thinner looking. Let's see if we can have a perfect birthday. Hope I can stamp that straight. If not, we'll get another scrap. Oh, I think it's crooked. It's actually not bad. We're gonna leave it like it is. We'll just trim that down. Oh, wrong way. I don't think we need any more green because we're going to put a little bow there. We got to have a bow. But we do need some dimensionals just on the two ends, so it will be level. We'll put just a drop of glue there. Hold everything safe. If I'm going to do flowers all week, I'll have to find some more flower stamps that I haven't used. Actually, I've been thinking about, is it Forever Fern or, I need to get that one out. It's so pretty. I was thinking about it this morning because it's got that beautiful greenery. Okay, let's see if we can add a little bow with pale papaya. And I've used the Flowering Rainboots. That is an adorable set. If you haven't looked at it, you need to. It makes such fun cards. I was wondering wonder what would happen if I slice these tails, or should I just leave them alone? I think I better leave well enough alone. So we'll put some glue dots there to hold that bow. I do like this ribbon when it's sliced and frayed, but not today. Alright, we gotta have some bling. Pulled out the end colors. But then I was wondering if we wanted to go with some of the green rather than the papaya. And I think, I don't know. That papaya's nice and sparkly. I think I'll have to use it. The green would be pretty, but it's a different shade of green, so I think the yellow sparkly kind of pulls in a better look. And that's 3, but I think I'm gonna do this. That kind of needs a too much. Yeah, that'll be good. And then we'll put one little one here. That'll kind of bring out more sparkle. Pink one came along hitchhiked. To put that one back and save it. Okay. Put these back in our little holder. These are the best little holders for all your bling. And there's our card. Nice and shiny, a little bit of sparkle. That one jumped on for the ride too. We're gonna take it away. We don't need that one there. So that was a nice, quick little flower card. Now this is called Blessings of Home, and it's in the mini catalog. The lattice is in the regular catalog. And I don't know that well. Everything else is pretty much in the regular catalog too, except the paper goes with the Blessings of Home stamp set. So thanks for joining me on this Monday. Be thinking about us as we're in it's called the deep freeze. Tomorrow it's going to be -7. That's why I have to start thinking about flowers so it won't be so cold. So I will be back Wednesday. But hop on during the week and see some extra flower cards as I create. Talk to you later. Bye.